We are gearing up for the A final of the Coastal Junior Women's Solo. USA in lane 1, Spain in lane 2.
This is a brilliant final, Neve, because I think for both, it will be their first gold medal ever. You know, so either way that this goes, it's going to mean a lot. You know, Lucia Navarro Blasco on screen now. She didn't make it out of the quarterfinals last year in Barletta, so a big, big step forward for her to be guaranteed at least silver here in Genoa. And on screen now, the lady that everyone's been talking about here, Annalise Hall of the United States of America, who, like we say, 2 medals under her belt, but neither gold until perhaps here in 2024. And the fact that she's back here, Neve, we heard from her earlier, all of her training has been focused on this moment right here.
Absolutely, yes. Flatwater roar, but like Team USA dedicates so much time to this beach sprints. And I was chatting to someone earlier at lunch, and they were saying, like, at the trials, it's so competitive to get on the team, and you have so many flatwater rowers and Olympians, but they're not making the team. It's the people who have the experience with the coastal rowing over the years. You know, we saw them in Wales in 22, Team USA. They did so well, love the conditions, and that's really paying off, and they're able to beat all the Olympians at the trials. And here is one, Annalise Hall. She is off, but it is Spain who's taken the first few strokes, but just getting cut off by the push from the boat handlers. That has allowed Annalise Hall of USA to get in the lead.
Wow, you can see the difference that's made on screen now. Hall on your left, Spain on your right, and that is the sculler Lucia Navarro Blasco, who currently in silver medal position. Hall using that to her advantage. She doesn't seem to be looking across too much though. Boat speed well up here for the USA.
Yes, USA up at 43 strokes per minute compared to Spain's 38. We're seeing her keep up that technique that we saw in her semi-final, whereby she is keeping it nice and short and snappy. She is quite a tall athlete, but she has shortened up her stroke and just concentrating on that power she has from those legs and from that upper body. We can see the boat handlers running themselves, sprinting on the beach to make sure they stay in her eye line as she heads towards that turning buoy. It is Annalise Hall who's going to get to that turning marker ahead of Spain.
Yeah, she was quite wide on that slalom buoy, the penultimate one before that big turn at the end, but she's corrected well. Like we were saying earlier, best technique is to try and keep yourself as straight through that slalom as possible. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but it really is the fastest method to get from A to B. And Hall is absolutely electric round the turning point and moving back towards the beach now. And it's Spain only just getting the bows back round here towards the finish line. A huge distance. And Hall, she's thought about this moment for some time now, putting all of that practice and training into motion in this gold medal final.
Oh, this is such an exciting but scary place to be in, to have won the silver medal last year, to be here contesting the gold medal, to be in front by this much of a lead, but you never know what's going to happen in these races. So while I'm sure she's very excited right now, she also needs to keep calm, keep her head in the boat, just get those blades in and out clean through the water, keep it as powerful as she can. And she has to remember she also has that sprint and that exit, that really important exit out of the boat. So you can see her now, she's concentrating on that power, big long strokes, the big lie back that we're seeing from her. She has a huge lead now over Spain.
Well, when it came down to it, this 2024 final in the Coastal Women's Solo for junior women's athletes, it's going to be a destruction for the American, the 18-year-old from North Carolina. It was bronze 2 years ago. It was silver last year in 2023. But the World Row Beach Sprints final gold medalist will be America's Annalise Hall for the first time. And all of that training put to amazing use. Our silver medalist here, not to be sniffed at. Brilliant performance here from the Spanish sculler Lucia Navarro Blasco, who comes towards the buzzer now, still as a medalist, a silver medalist in the world here. And brilliant stuff for Spain once again, who I feel like we talk about time and time again, and she will add to that overall tally that Spain sit atop of at the World Rowing Beach Sprint Finals medal haul.
Oh, this is incredible to see the two athletes. And I know USA, they have been disappointed with some of the performances and unlucky to make it through to the last 16 based on yesterday's time trials in many categories. So this is going to give them the boost that they need here. Gold medal for Annalise Hall. She stuck with it after her silver last year, put in a lot of work over the winter. Here she is, and it's paying off. Look how happy she is. And we are going to see her tomorrow again in the junior women's double. So she has a big evening of recovery ahead of her.